All right, let's try this again. I don't know what exactly happened, but um, I've switched over to StreamYard for a more stable connection. So if we lose connection, it doesn't kill the stream. So sorry about that. We are right around the corner from Disney, and I'm actually going to do a read. That's because my dash over here it's not connecting to the commander. So I don't have any data. So I don't know what that's all about. So we're just going to do a quick restart. Apologies for the feed getting cut like that, but we're actually in the back of one of the distribution centers that Disney. So this is like where everything comes in and they sort it, then disperse it throughout the whole property. Because obviously it's a pretty big distribution area, but we're like just behind where Disney Springs is. So we'll be in that area here shortly. But what we're doing at this moment is we're doing our FSD route that I like to do to kind of close out the year and start to still a parking lot in Disney Springs. So it's had challenges with that pretty much the whole time, but it's gotten really good. And the last time I did this test when V14 came out, it successfully parked. So we'll just see if it can one up that we're on 14.2.2.2, and we should be able to go. Let me just verify that the parking lot is still correct. Excellent. Yep. Okay. So we'll do this, and are using StreamYard too. I should use a wider angle camera too. So should have a little bit better view, hopefully, anyways, than you had before. Sorry about the mirror. Can't really do much about that. It's the way hopefully can't really like. Maybe I can do like that. It's probably distracting. Look at this. We've got like poles right here, and say, it'll come this way, and so it's got to find a new way. It looks like it already updated the map, so it's kind of figuring it out. One of the things that was crazy is with V14, they clearly changed the map source data. So wherever it's using the logic to route things is like crazy. It has improved in 14.2.2.1, and I'm assuming so far in 2.2.2, but right there, instead of just going out the way that we're going right now, it tried to go like this long way. I just I don't know what they did, what they changed, but that's clearly happening. I mean, sometimes it'll go like around the back of buildings. It's just the wildest thing ever. It never did stuff like that. So something with the data source they use for logic route planning has changed. So hopefully that continues to improve because that's really the biggest thing that seems to be left. It does all the time. It's so amazing. So we are officially on Disney property. We're coming in the backside of Disney Springs, and it's nice and quiet back here. But wait until you see how crazy it is up ahead. Everybody has made it down to Florida for the holidays. Understandably so, but it is cold. It's 44 degrees right now, so it's not the warm that most people are probably expecting. Myself included. It's a little bit cold right now. I think up towards my parents, and it was like minus 19 degrees the other day or something like that. I can't do that anymore. What up, Raphael? Happy New Year. Happy 2026 in 1 hour. Pretty excited. Pretty excited to see 2025 come to close. There's a lot going on in 2026 to be excited about. All right, here we go. 1 mile, and then we'll be on the lead main road out here to the parking lot. And then after that, we're going to go charge. And then my request is things will probably end over on an intersection that somebody was having issues with that requested. So we'll give that a shot. See if we're having the same issue that he was having. Alright, this is Saratoga Springs right here on the right, and then on the left are all the partner hotels outside of Disney Springs. You can kind of see off there to the left. And this is tourist pulling out in front of you to do a U-turn. Yep, fantastic. Oh, yep, great, awesome. We're on FSD. This guy, and why stop? Who needs to stop anyways, right? We'll just pull on out. Yep, you can tell we're pulling up to actually getting my first look here at Disney Springs. Let's see how crazy it is here. Actually, so far, it doesn't look that bad. It's probably so cold, nobody wants to be outside right now. There's like nobody here. What is happening? Holy cow. Well, I promise you, it is crazy around here, but not right at this moment. I don't know why that is. It should be nuts here, but there's like nobody. Okay, so the cold is real. 24 degrees is just not going to cut it for people to be springs. It looks like. Yeah, there's not like a line to get into the parking garages. That one's closed. I don't know. Wow. I was expecting this to be completely jam-packed with cars. Interesting. Probably not a good thing. It's probably like a pretty clear and bad sign about the economy. Just again. All right. Here we go. Right up here, we're going to pass one more parking garage on the right, and then we'll be at the infamous surface of a parking lot. See how 14.2.2.2 does. I have high expectations because when 14 came out, it successfully parked in this parking lot for the first time on version 14. So hopefully it does much the same. It just does weird routing stuff. I'm sure we'll be doing laps around this parking lot when we leave. We'll see. Oh, wow, some people don't do that. I cannot believe how empty it is here. This is crazy. What the heck? New Year's, where is everybody? Probably in bed like I should be. Once we get parked up, I'll look at the map, the traffic map. Right, here we go. Here we go. Let's pass this parking garage here. And we should be taking a right into the parking lot. See how it manages. You can start to see a purple glow. That is Epcot Mall, which is always fun to see. I don't know if you can see that. If you look real close on the screen, you might have to see it. We have to zoom in to see that little purple glow. All right. Here we go. Parking lot is not even half full. Interesting. Not what I was expecting. Oh, interesting. All right, so we have to stay in this lane to turn right to the parking lot. So far, so good. Here we go. see what kind of funky way it navigates this parking lot and try to park somewhere. Actually, it looks like it's doing all right. Go. It's gonna go roughly to where that point is. You know, I just realized I selected the parking lot instead of surface OA. So I really need to switch to that. But we'll let it park first. See if it does it right. Yep. There it goes. It's so wild that it does this so well. The first couple of times you experience this for yourself, it's pretty wild. All right, let's see. We select surface OA and see where it goes. Yeah, there we go. Let's see what kind of logic it uses to park. You can see surface OA right there. Yeah, happy 2020 everybody here. 53 minutes. All right, here we go. So you can see that median there. That's kind of the road on the other side of that median. So, okay, figured that out. That's good. This is kind of the road, and the two parking lots are split like this. So it's just really complicated parking lot from an autonomy standpoint. There's just so many like there's ballards right there blocking those first two rows. Like the car wouldn't be able to turn right into there. And there we go. Very good. So that's a good first step. And yeah, it's gonna find a spot to park now. Now it's gonna back it this time. I still haven't figured out the logic between when it decides to pull in and when it decides to back in, because we just had both happen just now. So it pulled in just a minute ago, and now it's backing in. Both are perfectly acceptable, but it's just I can't seem to figure out what logic it's using to decide which of those it's going to do. So very successful. So we're halfway there. Now we got to leave this parking lot, which is the other challenge that's got to sort. So let's select our charger. We're going to head to, and hopefully it takes a different way because it also gets kind of sketch around here. And if we go this way, so I'm pretty sure we'll have better luck with maintaining a good connection. So that's what we're going to do. Let's head over to the charger now. We'll see if we can make it out of the parking lot. So far, that is only the second time I've successfully navigated to and parked in this parking lot. The first time was when V14 first came out, and this, of course, is V14 also. And this is the routing thing I was talking about. So the logic it's using to route where it's going makes no sense. This is something that changed recently. However, the logic is being done. It's just weird. I don't understand why it's doing this. We should be going the other way right now. To go in front of Circus Olay and taking the main road that leaves the parking lot. But instead, we're going to go straight through the parking lot to get to the exit. It just makes no sense. I don't understand this. So, but that's not, it's like, I don't know. Is that an FSD thing? No, it's not the autonomy, but it is the logic that it's pulling from. So whatever the map data they switch it to, I guess that's kind of part of the whole package, right? So I don't know. It's just really weird. So instead, we went all the way to the back parking lot. Now there's a guy right on my butt. And who knows what he wants. But look at this. Look at this guy. He is riding my butt right now. And fortunately, there is enough room to exit from this row, but it looks like you can't enter into this row. So here we go. Very nice. Let's see what it does with the guy standing out here. See if it follows his instructions. This is also pretty weird. Okay, so he's waving us through, and then now it's going to start going. That's actually really cool that it does that. It did this the last time I tried this parking lot. It actually followed the commands of that guy, which is pretty wild. That I can figure out what it needs to do. I'm sorry I can't get you Gideon. I'm not standing in line. It's 45 degrees, which is a polar blast down here. It is freezing. So there will be no standing in line for anything. Sorry about you. You'll have to go to Walmart and get some Chips Ahoy. Just pretend it's Gideon. I don't know. That's actually really terrible. All right, here we go. About 15 minutes, we'll be over at the charger. Being off or heading back home. Kind of sad to see 2025 go away. I don't know what happened this year. It's like I blinked and the whole year is gone. It seems like every year it gets shorter and shorter, and it's not fun. Why is this happening? And where is everybody? I am shocked right now. I don't know where everybody is, but they are not here at Disney. I can tell you that. Today is one of the busiest days of the entire year, like one of the top 3 days of the entire year. But look at the road. There's nobody here. I have no idea what is going on, but I'm probably not a good sign. I'm just shocked that we're not packed with people right now. But I guess, with it being 11 p.m., the only park that's open tonight is going to be Magic Kingdom. So, I guess there wouldn't be a lot of people over here, but I'm just shocked that Disney Springs isn't packed with people for New Year's. The place was empty. Oh, man, it is not going to let me over. That is interesting. Well, I guess he has his own lane that we keep going here, so that's all right. All right, so this is kind of a sketch spot with cell service. So I switched over to StreamYard to help with stability, so hopefully we don't lose the stream, but that's very much ability. So we'll see. And I'll get plugged in, and I will show you some of the goodies we got for this road trip tomorrow. Really, I should be home, like laying down and sleeping. All right, here we go. I-4. Still nobody. There's like no traffic. I have no idea what's going on. When we came home after Christmas over the weekend, I'm telling you, the interstate was gridlocked to forever get home down here in Florida. So they're here, but not at Disney, I guess. Maybe Disney's just, their continued price hikes have just gotten a little too much. Yeah, look at there's nobody out here. So wild. Huh. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but it sure doesn't seem like this is a good thing for the economy. Like a bad omen how things are actually going. 5 miles to go. And I'm just now realizing that the car switched the route. So this is one downfall to FSD is at least on version 14. So I selected a different route that we're going on, and I'm just now realizing that. But as it was exiting, it changed something along the way and decided, nope, I want to take this route. So that's the route we're taking. The car was taking out what I wanted to take. That's really weird. So there's like no confidence that it'll for sure stick to the route you asked it to stick to. Okay. I don't remember it doing that in the past, but it's a new issue. I can't do another Twitter. Yeah, so I selected an alternate route and it went back to the default route on its own. That's not possible. Yeah, but one I take the speed. Oh man, tired. Ah, yeah, the traffic delay thing, that does happen, but I get a notification on the screen and it's like I don't know, a 10-second counter where you can click cancel to override it switching the route, but it's more of like a notification, hey, I'm switching to this route and it's just taking time. That didn't seem to happen. It just straight up didn't notice. It's weird. I cannot believe people 92 minutes. Where did everybody go? It's like you wake up one day after like a 6 month coma, half the population like disappeared while you were asleep. It's so weird. Don't worry, the liquor store parking lot is packed. Maybe everybody's at the liquor store. Maybe that's where it's like that. Oh, where did everybody go? Huh. All right, well, we're pulling up to the charge nonetheless. And this is my go-to for late evenings. It's only a V2, and this location, as great as it is, I cannot believe you haven't upgraded these chargers yet. At minimum, these should be V3s. This charger is usually packed anyways, and because they're V2s, everybody's like getting slow charging because all the stalls are used. It's like the perfect place to upgrade to V3, if not to V4 for location. Oh man, a black Cybertruck. I've never seen a black Cybertruck. It still blows me away too. Situations like this. We've got this sign right here and a bunch of trees, bushes, and it's so hard to see what's coming. But the car's so confident. Like, it can see so much better than we can. That's pretty amazing. See what's going on. What is that person doing? What in the world? Okay, we're gonna go down here to the end because two spots is already filled up. So let's take the charger. That's not interesting. Let's do that. There we go. All right, let's get plugged in. There we go. Yeah, it's so cold outside. You're not like that, man. All right. Looks like we aren't going to be sharing, thankfully. We'll see how long that lasts. Like I said, this chart is really popular. It's usually packed, but now I've got 2 spots next to me. And with this cold, 43%, like right at about 100 kilowatt charge rate. But I wanted to show, I got it set up for this road trip. I'm super excited to try this mattress out. It's a Suzu, which I won. I was not, it's not sponsored. But I won this thing and finally have an opportunity to actually try it out. So on my way to Vegas, camping in the car, and putting this mattress through the thing. So I'm excited to try that out. And then we got the refrigerator back there that'll go under the floor. So I think that's it. We are about 30 minutes away from the new year. I hope that oh, let me turn this around. There we go. Maybe. Good. I hope that you guys had an awesome 2025, and hopefully 2026 is even better. I'm excited to kick things off right with a road trip out to Vegas. We'll see you guys on the road. Be safe tonight, and have a wonderful 2026. Can't wait to see you guys later after tonight. See you guys later.